computer. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here this morning. And this is my first team call here with Mito. Almost 3 months into this project, and this has just been one heck of an amazing experience. I appreciate you guys all for being here today. The reason for this call is I want to make this a team call that's different than the other leader calls that we have with Reggie Williams. I appreciate the testimonial calls that Reggie does every single day. He's very dedicated to doing the team calls and also the team calls that we have with our CEO and president. On the Saturdays there in the doctor calls, we have a lot of amazing calls to get people plugged into. And as I've always said, network marketing, you want to build towards the meetings, right? So that's what, first of all, I want to share with you all is, hey, Larissa, is building towards the meetings, okay? Getting our peoples on the call from the testimonial calls during the weekdays, then also getting into the doctor's calls and the CEO call, most importantly on a Saturday. Our CEO is absolutely amazing, Roger Hill, and he puts a lot of time into editing these things. He's very passionate and dedicated to what we're doing here, and he's organizing all these testimonial calls to have them ready for the Saturday calls. So if we just like when I say in the team WhatsApp group to go ahead and forward the links for these meetings to get out there, it's so important for us to get these meetings links out there for everyone to hop on those calls for this Saturday. So I really would like to see our team push for these meetings calls. I think that there's people in here I noticed that have been on the product for a little while. There's some people in here that are waiting for their product to come. And then there's me in here who's been out for nearly 3 months, and I've never been more excited about a product. A lot of us have been in product-based companies before, and I've got my colostrum right here. I've got my Mito here. These different products, and what I love about this is, I look at this not just as an anti-aging company. I look at this as a superhuman company. So I really like us to get the word out there about the superhuman hashtag also, because we've heard of, anti-aging, but what I believe that these products do is reverse aging. And when I talk about superhumanism beyond anti-aging, I'm talking about just elevated consciousness, because that's what they're even talking about with the mitochondria is increased consciousness. And that's definitely what I've experienced. So I'm not sure if anyone here, we could kind of kick this meeting off with something. If anyone has a testimonial, I'm going to be interviewing Michelle Clark here this Thursday. She has been on the product here for just a few days. Michelle, I know you'd like to keep your video off, but is there anyone else here that's had an experience on the product yet at all? Nina, I know you have been on the product as well, right? Okay, so if you'd like to share something, now for some people, the results are immediate, and then there's and a lot of times it just all the time it gets better and better. I'm moving into month 3 right now, and it just keeps getting better and better. But I love it when we have very quick profound experiences, because that's how mine was after one single dose of this. And so Candace, nice to have Candace here. Michelle, would you mind unmuting and sharing your testimonial? Is that okay? Hi, Candace. Morning.
Sure, I can do a quick one.
Thank you.
So yes, I've been on the product for just a little over a week. It's been amazing, life-changing. I truly mean that. I have a lot of plates spinning in the air. I'm busy from morning to night, late nights. And the very first dose that I took, it was a little before I was on the phone with Ryan and showed me what to do. And I took my first dose close to 10 o'clock at night, and I was about to go on a webinar on a Zoom, and I didn't even want to. I was so tired. I just wanted to go to bed. So Ryan said, how long are you going to be up for? I said, I'm going to be up for 90 minutes. I'm so tired. I could go to bed right now. But he said, well, take one more dose before you go to sleep. Well, I ended up staying up until about 1:30 in the morning, just because that first dose, I just felt so focused and so connected to the information that I was watching on this Zoom, whereas normally I'd be multitasking, and multitasking really isn't a thing. You're just putting your attention elsewhere, where you think you have your attention on the main thing, but you don't really. So I didn't do any of that, and just I woke up the next day. I had a really good night's sleep. I woke up early every morning. I've been getting up. I'm a natural early riser anyway. I usually don't sleep past 7 o'clock or something in the morning, or 6:37, but I've been getting up like 4:35 and I have been getting so much work done. Not just work, exercise, self-care, everything that, that I had a hard time fitting in. I feel like I have um just the spring in my step back, because I've always been a fitness person and I love to work out. And I noticed like the last, I don't know, year or so, 6 months anyway, I've just been dragging a little bit. Now that feels like, wow, I have so much energy, but also just my mental clarity. And I feel like my brain is bursting with ideas. So it's like I feel like I'm in the flow. I'm just in a really great place, and I could go on and on, but I can't even, I said to Ryan, I can't imagine what 1 month on this product is going to feel like. So I just don't want to be without this. So yeah, it's great. And I haven't even talked about I'm just talking about the restore. I haven't even talked about the rejuvenate.
Awesome.
So, and that I'm seeing changes in my face right away. So I feel like I always, I'm not on camera, but I'm always concerned about like my neck and how that looks. And I swear that my skin on my neck has already tightened up, and I've lost weight in my face. I can, it's my face is changing, which is great.
Uh,
In a little over a week, is that even possible?
well,
So
thank
yeah, I'm
you.
impressed. Yeah.
Yes,
And
thank
I've
you.
done a lot, just like Ryan. I've always for good products, and I've been in network marketing for a really long time. And I've tried, the cutting edge stuff. And this is the product where you're getting the results right away, um, in a way that I've never experienced before. So yeah. All
All
right.
righty. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to let you all know that the purpose of these calls are not just for a whole bunch of testimonial calls. That's what Reggie has going on. If anyone else does want to share another testimonial, is there anyone else here that wants to share another quick testimonial though? I think that maybe as we do these calls, we do like, two, maybe one or two, just kind of give you a taste so we can welcome the new people. Is anyone else in here that'd like to do this before we move on? Another testimonial? Veronica, Candace? No? Okay. So what I'm going to do next, guys, is I'm going to get into screen share and share with you. Okay, before I get into screen share, there's a lot of big stuff that's taking place right now. And that's why I appreciate you guys all being here for the urgency of this call. Is first of all, this last week, we're having some really awesome celebrities come on board. Obviously, the celebrities are no different than us superhumans, but these people have bigger followings, and so this makes it easier for us to tap into the mainstream all that much quicker to bring awareness of what mitochondria enhancement is all about. I spoke to Roger Hill yesterday, our CEO, and for example, he informed me that one of the we were talking about the Wu-Tang. We've got him and I have a call with Wu-Tang again. They're a rap group, very well known. They have the Wu-Tang Clan. These are all the followers and stuff, the groupies of the Wu-Tang group. And I think Roger and I are actually going to be on the Wu-Tang podcast, I believe this evening, which is going to be very exciting. And so also he informed me when I was preparing for the Wu-Tang thing that the black gentleman from the movie Predator, Predator is also taking the product. He had some health complications, and that is completely just these issues have gone away again as we're making like big medical I don't want to make any, the disclaimer here is, this is not to help heal or treat or whatever, right? It just makes us have profound results, So, and I just look at this and think, what does this not help? That has just is the question, besides a back that needs to be popped by a chiropractor has been my experience from what I've seen with these products. So it's amazing. But what Roger shared with me was that he is now on board with us also. And And then we had my friend from Pink Floyd also last week come on board. He just ordered the product. My Scott Page, the saxophone player, and also very exciting. One of my friends, Brian Caraway from the UFC, who is ranked #3 in the UFC. He has had. There you go, Candace. I'll put the chat open here so I can see this. He was an open book when it comes to PTSD and what he's been through. And that's going to be one heck of a testimonial. And that's one thing that's absolutely amazing about this is just, and what I love about this. I remember, in my through the years of being in network marketing for 20 something years and thinking about, what would it take for people to just stay with a company and actually keep growing it, and how awesome it would be if we could be part of one company. Even though I definitely am all about multiple income streams and believe that we as independent distributors should have the freedom to go put our name on whatever out there. But what would it take for us to have a product that people just stayed on and didn't want to go off? Like, I would rather leave my cell phone at home for 2 hours than not have my Mito, honestly, out in the field, right? When I leave my house, like, I'm just cell phone check, wallet check, Mito check every time I go out. But we truly do have it here with this company, and it's just been such an amazing ride to hear the testimonials. Okay, so but where we're moving forward here right now is this week. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys an article that I'm going to do a screen share first of all, and share with you how we can really work as a team beyond just recruiting right now, but to take this baby company here and actually expand it. So let me go ahead and get to a screen share right here. How do I do this? Share screen, perfect. There you go. All right, wonderful. Okay, so here we go. Here's this. You guys can see my screen, I believe. Okay. So this, for you guys that are not aware, there's something called google.com/alerts. Okay. And definitely write this down, please, because it's important for all of us as distributors working with more Mito to understand what is happening in the field of mitochondria technology science. Okay. And in my opinion, we are at the forefront of we are light years ahead from everyone else out there, and all this research taking place. So if you go to google.com/alerts, please write that down. What you're going to do is you can go ahead and make a thing for, you can make a search for anything out there. You can see, just type in mitochondria, for example, and here it's going to pop open this. What I say is, I don't want this, as it happens in real time. I want it once a day. I want, you can have your sources of news or whatever. I just put automatic. I think that includes pretty much, I don't know, it seems to just be getting, the news is what I get. And you can have any region is what I do on a global scale, and the best results. Okay, then this gets delivered to me. Okay, so if I go to my email, for example, and I type in here for Google Alerts, let me see if I type in mitochondria, for example. Okay, mitochondria, obviously it's going to pop up. As where the heck is this? What is this? Let me see. Oh, my bad. Let me see here. This is an old account, so let's see. Bitcoin. All right, this is. Give me 1 second here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. I don't know if that's okay. I'm going to skip this part for now, guys. But anyways, let me see here what I want to get to next. What it's going to do, just in a nutshell, is going to go ahead and set up an email alert system that will send you an email notifications of the different news articles. Okay, so if we go to Google, for example, we type in mitochondria, this is just happening in the news here, suicide. Okay, suicide. This is a particular, and this is University of California. This is where we really need to be putting our focus on right now. So we'll go ahead and hit news. This will just bring it up. You guys can, here you go. This is the article I'd like to bring to your attention here. Okay, is there blood testing identifies biomarkers of suicidal thoughts. As we are aware, this product, obviously, we have seen situations where people that have had depression, anxiety, and also, negative stinking thinking, as we call it, stinking thinking, they're having amazing results on this product. And what's very interesting, I actually, if you guys could mute out, I'm just gonna mute this one out real quick. There you go. Perfect. What's interesting is that I did a little work on AI, Chat GBT yesterday, and I looked up the role of antidepressants when it came to mitochondria. And it's very interesting because what the antidepressants are doing is they're actually lowering the mitochondria. Okay. This is very, very interesting because antidepressants, but they're lowering the mitochondria down. So these are actually depressants in a way, right? On an energetic way, they're lowering the ATP production of the mitochondria. You guys can take a look and do your own due diligence. So basically what we have here is it got me thinking yesterday, do we have, I'm proposing this as a question instead of a claim, everyone. So you can read between the lines and do your own research. Was that DYR? Okay. But I came to my conclusion yesterday. It's like, man, gosh, do we have the world's first true antidepressant? Okay, think about that. Okay, again, I'm not saying that we do, but that what crossed my mind. So as you read this article right here, the University of San Diego, University of California, San Diego, they have proven that people that are having this negative stinking thinking, as we call it, they are actually, gosh, let me look at this. It's a $210 billion annual industry, major depressivores. This is in the United States alone, right here, right? Okay. This is just humongous numbers, humongous on a global scale. So I did further research into this, and there's actually 700,000 people. I'm like shaking inside slightly, guys, as I share this with you. So just because it's like it just is so frustrating to me that we have had transmitting antidepressants around for this long, and look at the side effects of these antidepressants. You see, there's all these. What is one of the antidepressant side effects on many of these antidepressants? Suicidal thoughts. I don't even like to give power to that word, but here we have proof. People want to see, they're like, well, what do you guys have for studies when it comes to mitochondria, your mitochondria product? And you guys, I want to touch base on that. We have not done any studies on this. We will be doing studies on our product. But what I share with people when people ask, well, is it FDA approved? No, I mean, the FDA, they're approving the jabs, excuse me, the shot, the vaccines. We are focused on amazing testimonials here, okay? And that's why every single day, 2 times a day, we have hour-long testimonials going over, and you guys have heard all the, I mean, you have heard so many of the amazing testimonials with this product. It's just, my skin's flawless. I've lost 10 pounds in the first 2 months of this with like less than 10 minutes of exercising. I feel like a freaking $1,000,000, and definitely feel superhuman. But back to this is I'm putting a focus right now on in getting in contact with this. And I would like to see our team move together. This is beyond recruiting. I'm putting time involved in inviting you all to be part of this as we reach out to these people that are writing these articles and doing these studies, right? So if we look, I haven't had a chance to even read this whole thing. I've been so busy, but look at this. Mental illness like depression have impacts beyond the brain. Okay. Professor in Department of Medicine of San Diego. So what I would recommend doing, here's just, I want to share with you this. I want to move this tab over here, and I want to share with you that I have a document, and I encourage you to do this the same also. Okay. I have a document, my mitochondria contacts. Okay. So I've set up a Google document, and I don't put these in alphabetical order. I'm also constantly adding these people into my constant. I have over 15,500, like 100 people in my cell phone, and I keep them in a CRM system. But what this allows me to do is have a spreadsheet about the people that I'm getting in contact with. And when there's someone that it's very important for me to really focus on, I'll alternate green, or if it's yellow, it's kind of warming up, or whatever. Okay. And I'm constantly adding new connections. Then what I have on here is, you guys have seen me going after the Bruce Willis situation as well, because of I'm the most documented brain scan study case when it comes to frontal temporal lobe dementia, which I dealt with for 26 years. Again, I'm not making claims, but go ahead and mute out there, Jay. Thank you. So anyways, this is a very a passion of mine is approaching the Bruce Willis situation here. And so again, the people that I'm connecting with and speaking to, for example, I really just want to say that I appreciate what the Association of Frontal Temporal Lobe Dementia is. And what's interesting is speaking to them that there is no mention on their website about mitochondria. You would think, let me just bring this up real quick, theaft.org. You guys definitely, this is, again, something I'm passionate about. As we look at this and we do research, we click on research, where is information regarding frontal temporal lobe dementia in the role of mitochondria? And so I have sent organizations such as this information regarding the mitochondria and the studies around the world, and we're bringing this to their attention. Again, let me see. Okay, I heard someone hang up or something. Okay, so anyways, back to this. So I'm going to go back to this spreadsheet here. Give me 1 second, please. Coming back to here, again, I encourage you to make a spreadsheet like this. And you notice what I have here is the name, cell phone, email, LinkedIn. I'm going to reorganize this a little bit better, guys. Okay. But I've got their website, their Facebook, their Twitter, their Instagram, YouTube, and notes. Okay. So as I'm going through this, I actually have a message that I'm sending to these people every single day. Excuse me, not every single day, but as I'm messaging them, I have what I call a template that I'm sending to these people. Okay. And this template actually fits well enough into, it's right here. It says, hello, Marcus. I specialize in mitochondria enhancement technology, and I would love to connect with you to discuss the biggest breakthrough in anti-aging ever. Are you available for a call today or tomorrow? You want to give people two options, guys. You never want to be pushy at all, right? Okay. I look forward to connecting with you. Here's my website, which I'm working on, guys. My website is completely being rebranded right now as an anti-aging specialist with a focus on mitochondria enhancement when it comes to mental situations and mental enhancement, consciousness enhancement. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's coming. So anyways, I would copy. So you have this in your notes. You're going ahead and copy this, for example, just in your notepad. This way you always have it. And you can make different links of things, guys. And you can also have a template email, which I'm actually putting together right now. You guys can copy my template email and adjust it however you feel best fit that you send to your prospects or send, for doctors or something like this. So I have that right there. So let's say, for example, I come to, now, what the nice thing about this little memo right here is it is brief enough to fit into the 300 characters for an email to someone on LinkedIn without being a paid member, just adding someone on LinkedIn. Okay, so for example, let's say we go ahead and we're going to go ahead and research this guy right here. Okay, Robert Naviox, right? So I would start, first of all, if I was going to go on Google or find this guy. Okay. And you guys, again, the focus of this call is really to get you into training, but also what I invite you to do is be part of this in contacting these doctors out there that are doing research when it comes to, frontal temporal lobe dementia and also, depression and anxiety and also, mitochondria and put them in contact with me because I have a very profound and extremely documented study working. I am the most studied brain at the Eamon Clinic when it comes to frontal temporal lobe dementia. Okay. And that I can prove all of that. Okay. So, anyways, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to show you guys an example of this. Okay. So we're going to go and pursue this person here. Okay. We're going to pursue this person in this article. Let me see here. I'm trying to get this out of the way, guys. I apologize. Let me make it smaller so I can actually see what's going on because it's kind of like in my way. All right. So what I'm going to do is, are you guys with me? Yeah, we're all good. Okay. All right. So I want to come back to this article and you can see here we have Robert Navia. Okay. So I'm going to come to, for example, my LinkedIn. Okay. Let's go LinkedIn right here. And we're going to look for this guy. Okay. Robert Naviox. genetics, I believe is how you spell it. Oh, genetics, that definitely would be it. Oh, right there, right? Okay, so as you notice, I copied the little message, which I call a micro little note message. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this dude. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and connect. I'm gonna connect with him. It's gonna say, would you like to add a note? Give me one second. Let me see. Okay, heck yeah, I want to add a note. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just paste that note in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the name so it's slightly personalized. Robert, boom, okay, boom. I send that to Robert. Then what you're going to want to do is I'm going to come into more. And I'm going to go ahead and follow this guy. I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see if he has any posts I can comment on and say, hey, check your inbox. I just DM'd you, okay? Okay, and some people have more stuff than others. This guy can click on contact information. He only has this right here. So what I'm going to do is I've done this, and this is I wish he had more social media, but not everyone is as social. So I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to add this to my notes. So today I went ahead and this guy was about this, Robert and Nat. Excuse me, Elsa. Morning. Okay, there we go. And appreciate it. So now I'm going to go ahead and just put his LinkedIn information right there. Okay. And I also, what I'd like to do is I'd like to have an article. I'm going to have an article here. Let's see. We found him. How did we find Robert Navia? He was from, how did we find? Okay, he was from this article right here. So I'm going to copy this article right here. So I have a reference also. Okay, I'm going to come to my notepad. I want to put article. Okay. And I'm going to put, okay, so article. My spreadsheet's getting huge here, guys. So we got Robert Navial, perfect article. I want to paste it right there. So that's all I have on Robert Navial, but I can come in here and to be even more thorough. And you guys, I understand this takes a few minutes, but it's about following through, right? The fortune is in the follow-up. And I don't want to look back through my contacts and be like, gosh, did I like really do my thorough research on this? I want to know 100% that I really dug into that individual right there. And I don't care if this takes a half an hour, whatever it may be. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead next. I'm going to come to Google. I'm going to type in, let's go ahead and go Google, boom. And he's genetics. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what pops up. Okay. Profile, Wikipedia, Rob, okay, Navionics Labs, perfect. He works for Navionics Labs. Boom, there's a company website right there, guys. Okay, we're gonna come back to the spreadsheet. I'm gonna come down here, title, right there. Okay, excuse me, I'm gonna come here. I want to paste that right there. Robert Navionics, here's their team. You see, you may be able to find some, there he is, boom, right there. Okay, there he is, Robert Navial. And so I'm looking for other social media stuff for this guy, like his Twitter or his Instagram. I'm going to copy that thing in that little message and send it to him through that. Okay. And again, you may want to have an email ready that you send to doctors here. Okay. And I'm working on that email template right now. So I'll try to get that to you guys by the end of business day today. All right. So also, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the one thing I didn't have here on his LinkedIn. Robert Naviaux is in his LinkedIn. That was here. I'm gonna go ahead and copy his title real fast because that is what I have. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna copy his title. Okay, I'm gonna copy that. Come back to the Google Documents. Title right here. Boom, paste right there. Okay, I know the font doesn't match up, but whatever. Okay, so that's all I have on that individual right now. Okay, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just stop a share screen, and we're going to open this up for conversation for a second, everyone, and just discuss this. Okay, then we can move on to the next one. Does anyone have any questions so far? Please unmute. Make up a question. Okay, so I'm inviting you all to be part of pursuing this, to be at the forefront. Number one, to be at the forefront using google.com/alerts with Mitochondria and start paying attention to the press releases that come out about this. Right now, and as articles come out, we want to use the WhatsApp group for important articles press releases that have come out regarding this. Also, I spoke to Roger yesterday. I actually have an article that I'm having written right now that I'm going to have published in Forbes magazine. That's going to share my story and how I came to. The article's already halfway written. I've already paid the down payment, and I've been working with them for 4 hours a day before yesterday regarding this. And now we're moving into the second part, which where I need your assistance, because this is where we're getting in contact with the University of California to put a see if we can potentially partner with them. And it would be awesome. My proposition, for example, working with like celebrities like Wu-Tang and stuff, is to have them potentially donate a percentage of all the sales that come from their fan base. It goes back into the foundation. We haven't decided on a certain amount yet or whatever, or maybe even Roger with the company, not trying to leverage Roger with our company to donate money to this to a college like this to pursue mitochondria enhancement. But donations really help, right? Okay. And so once we can, this will be part of the story, you know, my path in how I found mitochondria enhancement after doing all these different technologies, from stem cell injections to the brain to all kinds of, you know, ketamine and all of these other treatments and stuff out there, to this mitochondria, which really helped me out a lot. And then putting a focus on the mitochondria's role when it comes to, you know, depression, other neurological conditions, compared to these past 50. How long have antidepressants been in existence? Someone want to Google that real quick? How long have antidepressants been in existence? I'm going to Google it real quick and let you know. Okay, so let's see. How long have antidepressants been around? Boom. 1950, guys, 70 years antidepressants have been on the market. Long time. Okay. So you guys, the thing about the antidepressants is that they're dealing with the neurotransmitters. And I mean, so many of us know others that are on antidepressants, anxieties, all this Adderall. The only reason why I laugh is because now there's hope, right? Okay. And so, and the thing about it is all they're doing is having an effect on the neurotransmitters, whether they're stopping their, blocking their neurotransmitters or reuptaking they're like traffic lights, stop, go, stop, go. It's like so unhumane, right? And so basically that's where I'm putting a focus, is the proposal of this product having profound effects when it comes to these mental situations. And obviously, as people go through stressors in life and traumas, this is when dis-ease sets in, whether it is these different we've got people with MS, for example, or people with the CANCE word, for example, and all these things that we're seeing that our product has an amazing effects on. But with the mental situations, we're seeing Jay Dahlman, for example. I'm going to open it. Hey, Jay, if you don't mind, I know you love telling your testimony. You've got it down from an hour and a half long testimonial, I think, down to like 5 minutes now or so, which I love listening to the whole thing. And I learned so much about you and your past. And you guys, this is like one thing I love about this experience with More Mito is that we are all healing excuse me, how I say this. We are all leveling up, let's say, together. We are clearing the slate with this product of stuff that has affected us in the past. Jay, can you please unmute right there? I'm sure you're with us. Jay? Okay. Jay, if you can hear us, please unmute and share your testimony. Jay has let me touch base on this. We'll shift gears for a second, keep it entertaining. Jay, I had no idea what Jay was going through, and Jay had ordered the product. He'd been on the product for an entire week. And this is one example where people may have even negative side effects when they first start with the product because of detoxification. And it's not just, yes, this is going to go ahead and detoxify all kinds of stuff, out of your body, and even has anti-parasitic values as well. But the thing about it is it has emotional and energetic detoxification effects as well. And Jay, in his first week, Jay, you can join in and say something. Says I'm kind of getting the preface to this. Jay, his first week on the product, he got frustrated because he was taking the product and he was actually starting to get more agitated and stuff like this. And he wasn't having the breakthrough right away like that I had, for example, in the first 5 minutes I had started on the product. And Jay had been through a lot of trauma in his life. He was previously an EMT. He was a firefighter as well. And I mean, he has actually seen in car accidents where his loved ones were the victim in that case. And I feel that I can say that with him even listening on the call right now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Jay, okay. Jay, I'm gonna let you take over, whatever you would like to share, but there's people in here that have not been on the product, for example, that I'm excited for them to hear your testimonial, because I'm just, How much has this product changed your life, brother?
But fine. Can you hear me right now?
It's just changed it fine?
Can you hear me?
You fine.
Can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead,
All
brother.
right. I sorry for the communication delay here. I'm driving at the same time I'm talking to you, so I'm trying to maintain and navigate while I'm trying to focus with what I'm trying to say to you. Um, yes, this product basically has given me stabilization in my emotional character and makeup. It's allowed me basically to really discover the an overcoming of the challenges that were in me. Basically, was my cognitive ability. And when I was looking back at all these years that I've been going through therapy stuff with um, what I call psychotropics now, like Prozac and everything else, it didn't do what this product has done for me. And as I engaged in research, just like you, I found out the thing that is the borderline, the energy of all life is the mitochondria. And if we just, how can I say it, clarify and really make the mitochondria more healthy, that's going to set the chain of reaction for everything else because the mitochondria basically creates, repairs, everything within inside the cell. Um, Hang on a second, it's kind of hard to hear. I got some guys trying to cut in on traffic on me.
No problem. And Elta, you have
But
an amazing testimony. I love Elta's testimonial. This is fun kind of getting us all together. But go ahead, Jay. Keep going.
yeah, but what basically all what I'm trying to say is here, this has given me an opportunity basically to really find out what was wrong. And that was basically the health of my mitochondria. The mitochondria is essential in everything. I kind of call it like the manna from heaven, because if you're reading the Bible and everything, how we breathe life into us, I think God was breathing us our mitochondria into us, because no matter what ailment you have, on the two, it's all borders down to your cellular energy and your mitochondria. So you increase your mitochondria, increase the healthiness of that, your body will in turn correct itself. I've seen changes in me. It wasn't drastic like everybody else on it too. Slowly it increments it. And what I like about it is that it lets the human body repair itself. This product is not the cure. It's not. It's just the access tool that gives our body the power to repair itself. And that's what I truly love about this product. And I'm continuing on research on this here too, because it's amazing how this one concept and just designing the health of the mitochondria can affect so many people. So I'm with you. Um, I'm always on here trying to learn more about this. I'm going to be pushing forward to it because I've seen a definite change in my life. And I'm almost to the point where now um, I'm ready to give up everything and just go everything into the, how can I say, the development of this product and everything, then bring it out to everybody because we've got a secret here. We got something that's phenomenal.
For sure. That's it. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. And just like Jay, he had trauma. Elta, who's gone through, we've all gone through trauma. This is kind of like a thing where it's like, I love this. Elta, if you'd like to share, this is amazing. I'll give a little back. Elta, you there?
I am.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Fantastic.
That's a silly question, right? How fantastic are you is the question. How
Yeah.
fantastic are you? So anyways, I was speaking to my publicist guy yesterday, Elton, before you share, appreciate you sharing. And we're talking about how
Okay.
there's like, AD, BC, and then AD, and then also before humane, also BH, before humane, and which is interesting. He was talking about how we just the point is that I call myself a utopian capitalist. And how do we make the world a better place? A utopian capitalist, futurist, superhuman. You see me call myself my title, all these things. And how we can move forward where people can actually be happy. and live in a happier world. And so, as we use technologies like Mito to raise our vibration and raise the energy within us, and then we're just higher vibe, before humane is what anyways, just a random thought. So Elsa, go ahead and share what you'd like to share, please. Could you give a little bit about your testimonial? Because I love it. An update.
Sure. Good morning. I'm calling from lively Las Vegas. My husband and I are retired, so we just kind of woke up. Otherwise, I would have jumped on a little bit earlier, but it was serendipitous. I always follow you, and I guess almost a couple of months ago now, I just happened to turn on my phone and I happened to see you were there and I happened to listen to you. And it sounded like, oh my, I should probably try this, because even though I'm 72 in my mind, I'm 62, and I kind of feel like I'm 52, but my body goes, no, like you're 107. I was aches and pains, and I wasn't able to do any kind of exercise, and I was getting married, and I was engaged, and this lovely man that I was getting married to he's younger and he's got a lot of energy. And I don't know, I guess I was just able to keep him entertained with my sparkling personality, because I just didn't have, any energy at all. And I have a PAD, which is just a little problem with your arteries, and I have little floaters, and I just wasn't feeling good. And long story short, I know I've texted this a couple of times. I now go to bed at 11 o'clock at night instead of 8 o'clock at night. And I was up this morning at 6:30, but it's cold, and I thought, well, I'll just go back to bed. So I now have about 3 hours more. Our idea of cold in Las Vegas. I have about 3 hours more a day of life. And if you add that up, that's 80 hours a month. 80 hours a month more that I have.
Wait,
and I feel good.
wait,
Yeah, I feel
what's-
good. I'm energized, and yeah, it's amazing.
wait, it's more than that, Elsa. It's actually 90 hours.
Is it 90?
Three.
Yeah, 3 times 7 times 4. It's amazing. And I won't put William on because he's getting his coffee going, but I just feel better. I'm more energized, I'm more focused. I feel better. And when I go out and I see people in my age range, I know they all hurt. They just do. When you're in your 70s and your 80s and you just don't have that much mitochondria left, you just hurt all the time. So I look forward to sharing this, and I do share this with others.
Elsa, what I recall was before you hopped on the product, you were what, 60 days before your marriage, or how many days was it?
Yeah.
And what did I share? Because it's my intention to just make you so high vibe when you went to your wedding, right?
Yes. And we danced to, who did we dance to, honey? Oh, he said, got his Mito.
Blue thing.
Yeah, my wedding song was Little Blow Thing. So it was a really a fun Las Vegas wedding. And I felt great, instead of just, getting through it and hoping that I'd have enough energy to go on my honeymoon, which we start here in a couple of days. I felt great, and I feel great. And it's another thing that probably everybody knows, is you just mentioned that too. You never know where somebody is, so don't prejudge. I have friends in my 50s that are in pain, or their parents are in pain, or their grandparents are in pain. So you share it with everybody and see what's going on in their life at this time.
Right, exactly. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate you, and just so excited. I mean, we're seeing a lot of our friends just have such amazing benefits, and their relationships getting stronger, and all this is just awesome. Me and my it's interesting also, is my fiance, she's never done network marketing whatsoever. She's never done sales. She went to college for Penn State University, magna cum laude for radiology, but she didn't like being around the trauma. And look how our lives pass. From didn't like being around all that trauma and stuff like this, and now we're having such a profound effect on people with trauma. And now look where it's brought us all, with wherever we're at in life. It's like we've all worked for money, and now here we are. Like, I just want to do my highest calling. And I believe that you all here as well want to have a profound effect, right? On people's lives.
Of course.
It's so fun. Like, you're people's best friend. Like, I want to be people's best friends, because, I made them the best they can, help make them the best that they can be. So, superhumans. Let me see. Did we have any other comments? I'm just kind of looking this. Michelle Clark says she has a David Sinclair connection. I really would like to reach out to David Sinclair about this, you guys. So, we can strategize together in our WhatsApp group. And also we have our Facebook. If you guys are not in our Facebook group as well, I'll have the Facebook link and also the WhatsApp group links and other links within this YouTube video that we're doing right here. and encourage you guys to be there. And also so where I was going with that is that if there's things that you guys think that we should focus on pursuing, for example, right? Like when I'm talking to these dementia centers out there, and they're not centers, organizations, you know, and they're not discussing mitochondria, and now they're actually looking into it, which is really cool. I've had some great conversations. I'm not going to name out of respect these organizations, but they're the biggest dementia organizations in the United States right now. And they're like, well, thank you. So I'm holding them accountable. I say, I kind of leveraging you guys to kind of look into this, which I am, because it truly needs to be taken a look at, right? I do believe that dementia, my onset of dementia actually came from a traumatizing event. Okay. I had my blood work done. I did not test positive for genetically for frontal temporal lobe dementia. I did go get that done. But my brain scans show, you know, I'm just going to show them this video and again, I'm just going to show it right here on this here, just so you guys can do this. Let me do this real fast. I'm just going to go like this here, just as I'm recording this video. Let me give me 1 sec, please. A view. I'm going to put the speaker here. So let me see view. I don't know. Okay, excuse me, Gallup. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to show this on the film here, because this is my brain scans for you guys to see. And for anyone that does see this video, that wants to see these, please contact me direct on WhatsApp at 206-396-9778. These are 4 of my 5 brain scans from the Amen Clinic. I had all kinds of different brain scans at different, you know, MRIs and SPECT scans and all kinds. There's not just this, okay? And so you can see the perfusions in the frontal lobes. You can, and they were pretty good size. And just, I mean, my brain was just tattered. It was just, I could not believe when I saw my brain. I was like, this is what I have to live with the rest of my life. Like, this is just nuts. And I had such bad symptoms. I couldn't even look at the Zoom and pay attention to all of you on this Zoom. There's no way, like, I would look at, like, for example, I would look at Nina and I would forget, like, the interaction. As I looked at Elta, for example, I could not assimilate the whole entire view. So it was interesting. I'm just kind of like, excuse me, letting you guys know, like, share with you that, you know, what's interesting also, being on this product, it helps you be more selective with your words. As our vibration, our conscious, if anyone else wants, raise your hand if you've noticed this, you become more selective with your words because it has an effect on your vibration. So for example, I even when it comes to even watching movies, the other day I was like, oh, I like, I'm talking about high vibe and low vibe, whether we're talking about something or if we're paying attention to something in life. Like, I don't find myself, I usually like documentaries because for learning purposes, right? But then I'm like, oh, wow, Netflix has a new World War II documentary. I watch it for 30 seconds, if that. I said, I can't even believe our world engages this. No, I'm not going to submit myself to this whatsoever. So I find myself watching more stand-up comedy now, and being more, because it's an art and it's beautiful and stuff, which I always enjoyed stand-up comedy. Another thing I noticed is I never had any good movement on the dance floor. I sucked at dancing. I was, when women would ask me to go on the dance floor, I'd be like, oh no, just let me go get another drink, honey, try enough liquid courage. Now it's like I'm the first one on the dance floor, and I bring 2 chicks out on the dance floor with me. Excuse me, women, ladies. You know, I'm totally open to starting the dance floor off right now. So you guys also, just on a business note, what I'll share with you, just don't be stingy when it comes to this stuff. Okay, having an abundance mentality is a high vibe. That is increased mitochondria. Being stingy is a low mitochondria vibe right there. And that's just for real. Okay, so that's why I always recommend that people don't just come in and just buy one of these bottles. This is why it's very important that we want to stress the importance for people to buy this super bundle 1 or 2. I love the simplicity of this company, because when you do have that extra bottle, then you can go and demo it on people everywhere. Okay, like me and my girl, we go out once a week now to the clubs, and we love to mix it with alcohol. I love mixing it with coffee. I love, if I'm on an airplane, I'll have more Mito alcohol and coffee all in hand. Like, I like drinking wine, coffee, and more Mito at once. Like, adjusting to time zones. It's an art that I've mastered. So the thing about it is you bring this to clubs and you give it to people, and because what do you guys talk about when you go to clubs? They're always like, well, what do you do? I said, I specialize in anti-aging. You know, we have the biggest breakthrough. We've come across the biggest breakthrough ever in anti-aging. Like, oh, what is it? You know, whip it out of my suit jacket, say hello to my little friend, you know, and then it's a test on how much they trust you, right? Like you just met these people, you'd be like, and they can see, you know, you're shining, your skin's looking bomb, you know, you're looking GQ, you know, up at the club. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, guys. So 4:30-ish. This is added 3 hours onto my clock each day. So anyways, my point is what I do on that, after I say what I just said, I say, hey, you know, hey, are you on Instagram? So I get their Instagram before I even put the, you know, or after whatever, I get their Instagram. And what I do is when I'm networking clubs, I always have business. I encourage you to get business cards made, everyone. Okay. Here's one of my business cards right here. Superhuman right here. I'm actually having this redone right now. Okay. Now with my whole entire website redone. So that's my logo at the bottom there, Utopian Capitalist Futurist. But this is going to be changed more to, age reverse, reversal, whatever. It's going to, I'm coming up with that right now, /superhuman situation. And so get them a card. Get their Instagram so you connect on, and I shoot them a message on Instagram. Once you add them on Instagram, you're going to want to make sure that you send them a message on Instagram also. So that way, the next day after you've sobered up, you know, you can look through your list of messages on Instagram. Like, okay, that person, and I get their phone number. What I do is I take a picture of them together, like a little selfie. Hey, just so we can remember, you know. And then what I do is I take that picture and I say, "What's your number?" So I text this already to you. So I have their number right there. My goal is when I go out is to get like 8 people. You know, and I also give them the dose. I say, hold this under your mouth, in your under your tongue for 5 to 10 minutes, and stuff. And if I can get, especially if I can get 2 doses, through the night into, especially within an hour, people, because I've been just giving half dose. I give them a half an ml. So that, just so you guys know, that's the second line right here. I have never. This is my personal. This is how I've been taking it. I was speaking to the CEO yesterday. He tells me he takes 3 to 4 bottles a day. I was like, man, I need to up my game here because I'm totally happy. I feel like I could out negotiate Donald Trump on 1 bottle a month. Okay. So this stuff, that's what I give in the club is a half an ml. But, you know, if you want to, again, not being stingy, there's 120 mLs in here. That's 240 servings. And I'm just dosing. I'll dose, 10 people plus in a night, probably about 10 people. I'm not running around like, selling tequila shots here, right? So I'm actually taking my time and building relationships when I'm at the club, networking, expanding my network. So, and now we go to I go to 2 church services also on a Sunday. I have a morning service that I go to. That is like, I'm very thrilled with that, great for networking. And then I have my other church service at night, which is more, this guy's a stand-up comedian, a great group of people all around me. And then later at night, I have a more, praise, manifest worship service later on in the evening. So my point is get out in the public, don't be stingy, and let people know what you do. And how cool is this? You basically sound like a doctor, saying I'm an anti-aging specialist, right? So you guys, do you have any questions? I think we're about good to go. I appreciate you guys being here today and sticking through here. We've been on it for basically an hour. I think we should continue these calls maybe at least once a week. I'll hold accountable if I feel, especially this week, we'll do some others, but I will commit on Mondays every morning at this time moving forward. Just so we're okay. You guys are welcome. We'll spread the word. So any questions here? We've been about 1 hour into this. Larissa, excited to have Larissa's son was actually my assistant. So I appreciate Larissa, a good dear friend of mine. Hi, Larissa.
Hey, hi.
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm fine. Busy morning today.
Hey, she lives over here in Bellevue, Washington. Larissa, how many years did your son work for me, Ruve?
I think 2 years or 3 years.
Something like that. Just amazing family. Everyone. Larissa just hopped on board. Larissa, has your product come, or I'm gonna have to raise some heck today?
I just got it yesterday.
Very nice.
So I had second time this morning, so I don't know. We'll see.
Very nice. So yeah, make sure that you know, whether you're taking half an ml or 1 ml, you know, some people, you want to hold that in your mouth. I really recommend holding that in your mouth. I don't think that instruction's on the
I'm
bottle.
just wondering. It's saying that you can have up to 4 milligrams once a day. Is that because you saying that you taking every 2 hours, but
I have it. Go ahead.
on the on the label it says take once a day for 4 milligrams.
You know what? I actually have never even read the label until now. I'm so anti-instruction. You know what? And honestly, the reason why I didn't read the label when I first got it is because my eyesight was so bad, and now I can actually read the label just fine. So I will read it. Okay. Using the highest quality natural ingredients in their purest form, this proprietary adaptogenic formulation supports mitochondria energy production, stem cell function, and homeostasis. You guys, how powerful is that? Okay, these statements,
But
whatever.
it says once a day, 4 milligrams.
You,
So is that is that
you know what? You can. There's nothing wrong. There's been people that have drinking a whole bottle at once that had the CANCE word, for example, and those people just
so
heads up.
I took 4 milligrams actually. I did, but
Well,
somebody saying you have to take 1 milligram at first and then go on. But I did
how
4 yesterday, and then I read.
what did you notice? I'm curious. Everyone's different. What did you notice?
I felt normal, nothing special. Like I slept good, but it just I think I feel good. I don't see like huge changes yet, but
Right.
I like cream, like lotion, this lotion or whatever you
Right.
call.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, people, I mean, I always listen to, okay, the changes start taking place,
Mhm.
right, pretty much right away for, I'd say 90 something percent of the people. Okay, and then when it comes to like 2 weeks into this, like we had Michelle Clark here, she'll be 2 weeks on Thursday. That's when I typically like to interview people, even though.
Yeah, I will look. Yeah, for 2 weeks I will keep up. I will let you know.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure.
And I've never done, it was funny. I had my friend Greg Eddles. I have never done, I've never followed the instructions because I couldn't read the instructions, guys, initially until now. And so,
Yeah, I can read without glasses, actually. I can read all instructions. That's why I'm reading all of them.
oh, are you saying that you can actually read it right now, but before you had glasses, correct?
No, I never had glasses. My
Oh,
eyes,
oh,
my eyesight is good, so I can read.
pay attention to that. That's like one of the first things that happens is your vision gets really, really clear on this. Okay.
Mhm.
Are you holding it underneath your tongue? Are you holding it for a little while?
I forgot about this first, then I watched your YouTube video, and then I this morning I did.
Good,
This
good.
morning
Yeah,
I did.
hold it as long as you can. It's kind of interesting. You almost, as it little by little, you become very in tune with your body, how it absorbs it and how fast to.
And I put some drops to the lotion,
Yeah.
and then mixed it up, and so I put on the face and neck, and
I,
so we'll
I
see.
mean,
We'll see.
yeah, I've always been into skincare. I've always been in skincare, and I've had Botox in the past. I'm not gonna lie, like 3 times in my life I've done Botox. I'm 47 young at the moment, and so this I don't have any crow's feet. I'm not gonna. People spend a lot of money on Botox.
I never had Botox. I didn't have Botox
Good
yet,
for you.
so
Good for you.
it just we'll see. Maybe this was my Botox. That's gonna
This
be my
is, this is, so, you look at it from a cost standpoint, and I'm going to keep this under We're at 29 after. I think we should go ahead, and I want to keep these at 1 hour exact or less, 1 hour.
Mhm.
And, you know, I just appreciate you guys being here. Feel free to, we'll do these Monday team calls to get everyone like really ready to rock and roll. And please join me in pursuing these organizations and put them in contact with me right away. I can escalate it to the CEO immediately as well for certain situations. But right now, I could really use some help for reaching out to the doctors and everyone on board within the mitochondria. We just let's focus our consciousness in this, just like if someone would pray at church on certain situations, so we get this deal done. Okay, so does anyone have any last questions whatsoever? We wrap it up right here in 1 hour.
I have a question.
Yes, Michelle.
So last night on the call, I heard someone talk about, I guess the rejuvenate on her eyes, like using it right for her eyes.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about that,
Well,
please?
what I can share is when I was in Las Vegas here a few weeks ago for the Formula One race, I came back with food poisoning and also pink eye. And before pink eye would like take a long time for me. I only had pink eye like 2 or 3 times in my life, whatever. But this time, what you can do is you can actually take the cream, and you can input it because you can put it inside your eye. You can actually put it just put it in there and just move it all around and get the cream inside your eye. Yes, I said the cream. Okay. And just let it do its thing. It healed my pink eye in slightly more than 24 hours. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Not healed. The pink eye
Right.
turned white. Okay. All right. So anyways,
Is it okay when you do that? I guess I'm a
yes,
little
yes.
afraid to.
No,
Will
no,
your vision
don't.
be cloudy or anything? Or it seems like no?
It just works as long as it gets in there, it starts kind of doing its thing and just kind of you move it all around, you know, treat it like a Visine or something like this. Then
Okay.
here I am living today and have 20/20 vision today. So
That's amazing. I would love if I could give up my reading glasses, I would be so happy.
well, we do have people with those testimonials, plenty of people with improved vision. My vision with my dementia situation, it was one of the side effects of having that was when I would look at people. This is just nuts. I would look. I want to look into this more because what would happen is I would look at a person in the eye, not in the eyes, in the eye. I could not look into both of their eyes at the same time. This is just nuts. So I look in their, it would drive me crazy. I would look in their left eye, I look in the right eye. I was like, even though like it's not a far distance, okay, we are very in tune with, especially when we're communicating, you know, reading body language. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so as I'm
Yeah.
looking at, like, for example, Nina, I'm looking at her eye, I'll be like left eye, right eye, even from this distance, in this space that I'm seeing her right now, her eyes are really this far apart. I'd be like left eye, right eye, left eye, right eye. You know, I'm like, what in the world is this? It almost made me be like spirit, soul. And like my stuff was like fragmented and not like together. It was like, I was like, this is crazy. Now I can look at people in their eyes instead of their left eye, right eye. Camera 1, camera 2, check. You know, just ridiculous. It drive me freaking nuts. I didn't want to go out of the house because of that simple one, that one symptom alone. So yes, you can put in your eye.
Thank you.
And what I wanted to also share on that note was that you know, we have the reason why our product works for absolutely everyone. It is because there are 30 trillion plus cells in the human body. There's 2,000 mitochondria in every single cell except the red blood cells. That puts us at 60 quadrillion mitochondria, conservatively speaking, in the human body. The most dense is in the eyes, the brain, and the heart. What do most people pass away from? I say this all the time, guys, is heart and brain situations. Notice I don't say problems. This is how I don't like that P word. When I went to Jamaica, they say no problem on only situation. Okay, so they say that all the freaking time. So that's just, again, a vibration frequency about, you know, word association with vibration. Okay, so what I'm sharing is that the most dense mitochondria are the eyes, the brain, the heart. And so this is kind of interesting. It makes you kind of think about consciousness. But we have people actually lose their vision gets worse as they have their glasses on. But when someone says take their glasses off, all of a sudden they're like, oh, I can see now. So that's why their glasses didn't work any longer. You see. Okay, you see. I hope you see. You're gonna see. I hope you see better. So, anyways, Yeah, and I would recommend even like my friends that do have glasses. I think it's important, to train your eyes as you're taking this product. As you're putting this stuff in your eyes and you have your glasses on a good portion of the day. Maybe I don't my eye I have 20/20 vision now. I've had LASIK surgery in the past, and because of my situation, my eyes went downhill, and now they're perfecto. So, but for you that have glasses out there, I would say take your glasses off sometimes and kind of do like strengthen your eyes, in normal without glasses life is what I'm
Yeah, definitely, I do that. Yeah, for sure.
especially on this
But
product.
thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
have to run, but thank
Okay.
you so much. This was awesome. And
Awesome.
we'll
Glad
be
you guys
in touch.
enjoyed.
Thank you.
Nina, look
Thank
like
you, Ryan.
all right, you're welcome. Thank you, Larissa, and call me if you have questions. Drop me a text and let me know how you feel. Also, you guys encourage your people.
Yeah, I'm
to use
looking
product to be
for
in tune.
focus and energy. I'm
Don't
looking to
be happy.
like have focus.
You will come over and have coffee, and let's get together. I got a gift for you here. Okay.
Okay. Okay, see
All right.
you.
All right.
Okay,
Talk to you
bye.
later. Nina, you have anything to say? No. All righty. All right,
I'm
guys. Well,
excited to help, Ryan. Thank you so much.
thank you, Cass, for attending. Appreciate it. Thank you, Elsa, for your story. Have a good day, Nina. All right. See you. Take care.